Hello Taurus, and welcome to Flourishing Mystic, the channel. Thank you so much for being here and tuning in. I have a special reading that I was guided to prepare for you, Taurus. This is going to be a timeless reading that channels messages from your spirit guides. So whatever you're meant to hear at this very moment, whenever you decided to click on this reading is for you. So let's get right into it, Taurus. What would you have Tauruses know at this particular time of their life? What is going on? What do we need to know? What messages would you have me give Taurus whenever they come across this reading? Saturn. It says, feel restricted, experience struggle, learn hard work and patience. So Taurus, I sense that recently you've been going through the hard knocks. I feel like maybe the planet Saturn has been delivering the responsibilities, putting a lot of weight on your shoulders, on your heart. There's something heavy here. There's something that feels blocked. There's something that feels restricted. My spirit guides are telling me that you feel like life lost its color temporarily, or you maybe felt like you lost meaning. Maybe life has lost its passion recently. There's a heaviness, there's a darkness surrounding this Saturn card. But I want you to know that when Saturn, for example, the planet Saturn, when you go through a Saturn return, for example, in the moment, in the midst of it, it can feel so hard and challenging. But it's really getting you to level up your game. It's really getting you to see how valuable you are at the end of the day. It'll feel like there are tons of bricks placed upon you, upon your shoulders. It feels like the world is your responsibility to carry at this time. But what this Saturn card is really teaching you is to learn how to pick and choose your battles, Taurus. Learn how to pick and choose what you want to give your energy to at this particular time. You are not meant to take on the world. Saturn is actually trying to tell you to maybe even cut back on how much you are doing, how much you are committing to. Commit to the things that matter. A reminder to have patience. So some of you Taurians here have actively been working towards something, actively working towards a goal, and you feel like you're not getting anywhere. You feel like you haven't accomplished anything. Or you feel recently something came in and took away all your success or your hard-earned work. It's been a struggle lately, and I don't sense that it's going to be this way forever. Saturn will not give you these restrictions forever. It's for a limited time. Remember, Saturn rules time. So this is limited. Soon you'll be free from this, whatever this is, and you can actively begin to free yourself from being overburdened, overscheduling yourself, overworking, or feeling like you have to take on the responsibilities of everybody else around you. Taurus, sometimes what happens, I feel, what my spirit guides are telling me is that in taking on everybody else's problems and responsibilities, you neglect your own. You neglect your own responsibilities, be it financial, be it life purpose or career. You may be invested in helping everybody else, but who's helping Taurus? Who is helping Taurus? This is a time where you don't get this card for no reason. It's important to note that it's time to work hard towards your life, the betterment of your life, the improvement of your life at this particular time. No one else is going to do it for you. This is a card and a reminder and validation that hard work does pay off. I'm getting the phrase, the nice guy finishes last, which is fine, Taurus, because what you're looking to build is a legacy. What you're looking to build is something long-lasting and enduring, and that's what you're going through, is building the structures for something long-lasting and something enduring in your life. So all the hard work you're putting into a project, a plan, a relationship, your family, it will pay off in the end, Taurus. All your hard work is going to pay off, Taurus. So trust in the bigger picture and the plan right now, and know that this restricted feeling, this heaviness, and this feeling of being blocked is going to be released very soon. What other messages do you have for Taurus? Neptune, dreams and transcend. Alongside the Saturn card, Taurus, this could feel like there is no space for dreaming. There is no space or time to transcend obstacles. But the cards in your spirit guides and what my spirit guides are relaying to me is it's precisely the opposite. When you're going through a struggle, be it financial, be it relationship struggles, be it just overall you don't know where you stand, overall you don't know where your life is headed, you don't know the overall direction, you feel like maybe even life has lost its purpose and meaning, or you feel like you've lost something recently. The Neptune card is telling you, Taurus, you must expand your mind, you must expand your horizons. You are meant to live your best life. Who has told you that recently? You are meant to live the life of your dreams. I know that can sound vague and that can sound like an overreach and an overpromise. But these are direct messages from your spirit guides. They want you to dream bigger. You've settled in life, Taurus. Maybe you've settled far too many times. You've settled for the wrong relationships. You've settled for a mediocre job, a mediocre salary, perhaps. Mediocre friends, or maybe even false friends. Neptune wants you to dream bigger. This is absolute confirmation, Taurus, that you are meant to transcend something. You are meant to transcend a limitation that you currently have and you are currently going through and growing through. You are meant to flourish. You are meant to blossom. This is no mistake. The difficulties, the challenges are all getting you on track. We can feel like it is something that derails us, that stops us in our tracks or prevents us. But here these two cards are saying it's the reverse. This is getting you on track. Whatever you are going through is actually growing you. It's for your self-development. It's for your life purpose. And it's getting you to where you need to be. And there is something about a plan that didn't work out. There's a reason for that. If you had a plan recently that didn't work out, there's a higher purpose with this Neptune card, and it can be difficult when you're in the midst of it. But Taurus, I want you to know that there is something much better on the horizon. And as I said that, I looked at the bottom of the deck and you have the Taurus card. Trust, patience, sensuality, using your yin energy, connecting to the divine, and allowing that space for trust. See, Saturn will come in and teach us we must work hard. And you feel like you've done this for a while, you've had to do this. I'm hearing some of you say, I've worked hard, I put in the time, I have receipts. I'm hearing, I put in the time, I put in the work and the effort and the labor, and nothing is paying off. Patience. See, Taurus always wins the long game. I find Taurus, you're a sign that you will definitely flourish in your later half of life because of all the struggles that many Taurians have to endure in their early life, childhood, adolescence, early 20s, before the age of 30. There's a lot of jealousy thrown at Taurus. There's a lot of bitterness, envy, and Taurians pick up on that. And Taurians will dim their light just to fit in. But I feel like some of you Taurians who are hitting 30 or moving past 30 or their 40s or 50s, you are going to flourish in this later half of life, and you need to trust that. This is when your blossoming happens. For some people, it's early on in life. I feel like for those I'm connecting to, it's going to be a little later, and that's okay. You're exactly, precisely on time. Any more messages for Taurus? What will you have them know at this particular time? Eighth house. Transformation, karma, facing fears, and legacies. Like I said, you are building a legacy. And through the process with the Neptune and Saturn card, there are some fears that you have to face right now when it comes to succeeding. I know a lot of people have rained on your parade, Taurus. A lot of people have told you you're not good enough, or you shouldn't, or who do you think you are, or you felt and picked up on this energy from those around you. Like, Taurus, just stay small so we can have our cake and eat it too. This could be coming from friendships, relationships, family members. People have a vested interest in Taurus playing it small, unfortunately. But this is a time to transcend all of that, 8th house. This is a time to actually heal up karma. And it's not necessarily the karma of the seeds that you have sown, but just karma overall, where we have to now recognize how we have played a role in certain dynamics of our lives that have been difficult, especially when it comes to intimate relationships, be it with a grandparent, a family member, a parent, or a lover. Of course, the 8th house is, intimacy in that regards, but I'm getting any type of intimacy, karma, any type of intimacy dynamic that has been quite cruel or quite exploitive or quite manipulative in some way. It's time to transcend that. We also must face our fears in terms of, what if I succeed? What'll these people think? Are they going to want more from me? Are they going to ask for more? That's what I'm hearing. And I hear that because Taurians have a way of giving the shirt off their back. Taurians, you have a way of giving all your love away, all your care away. Blood, sweat, tears for the people that you love, especially in your intimate relationships. Some of you have a fear of succeeding because will they want more? You've given money, you've loaned personal items, you've allowed people to stay in your home. Will they want more? How much is what I'm hearing. And this has become a personal blockage now, Taurus, that your spirit guides are relaying to me, saying that as a result of these people always wanting a handout, always wanting a piece of you, always wanting help, always wanting to kind of ride your coattail of success, always needing something from you, always asking for a favor, never reciprocating in an equal way. Some of you Taurians fear your own success because you are worried of how much these people will want from you, be it lovers, parents, friends. This is some deep stuff, Taurus, that we can really transcend at this time, no matter when you come across this reading. You don't have to limit yourself because of other people and what they want. Some of you feel like you have been worn down to the bone because of how much has been required of you lately. You are tired. You don't know if you have it in you to keep going, I am getting. But your spirit guides want you to keep going anyways. Your spirit guides want you to dream and transcend this period of your life. This is just a chapter I mentioned. This is not forever. There's a limit on this difficulty. You do not have to renegotiate a contract of difficulty. You do not have to make another pledge to live a life of difficulty and challenge and abuse. You do not have to enter another contract with exploitative people. No matter how close you are, no matter if you are blood, no matter if you've been intimate with them or they were your bestie at some point. This is a time to transcend all that, Taurus. What else will your spirit guides have you know at this time? Any more messages for Taurus? 2 cards. We have celebration and forgiveness. This is a strong message from your spirit guides to allow yourself to forgive. Because in forgiving, you release yourself from the promises, the soul contracts that went south, that didn't work out, the soul contracts that were exploitative in nature, the soul contracts where you got the bad end of the stick. Forgiveness is what releases you from all of that. It's not for the other party. It's not, okay, I forgive you and now I allow you to do the same thing to me again. Forgiveness is about releasing yourself from these dynamics, transcending with the Neptune card and the 8th house. Saturn, the hard knocks, the challenge, the difficulty, the karmic relationships. You're meant to transcend it. It is a part of your life journey and your soul's path. That is what you are incarnated to do at this time. Celebration. You can celebrate and relish the moment you release yourself from some of these dynamics that have consumed you for far too long. I'm seeing the skeleton. You've been consumed for far too long. Taurus, you tend to attract people who are vampires, who will literally suck your blood, take your energy, take your time, derail you, confuse you. You can heal that up. You can release that now. And that is when you get to finally celebrate. Celebrate in victory because you have let something go. Let multiple things go that only serve to limit you, diminish you. It's time to go bigger now. The message here, it's time to go bigger now. Your life is worth much more and you are actually meant to live a very fruitful, abundant, happy life. That's meant for you, Taurus. You are not meant to live a life of misery. You are not meant to live a life of people just taking from you. This is a time and a period of your life where you're old enough now, Taurus, to be able to say no to the wrong people. You're old enough, wise enough. You have the owl here. You're wise enough now to be able to detect these people from a mile away. That's the beauty of Saturn, because Saturn will deliver the hardship or the challenge, and it's a way to get you to be wiser now. It's a way to get you to not repeat and do the same things that have resulted in hardship. So your spirit guides are also saying, rest assured, Taurus, that this is a time of celebration moving forward. It's a time of relishing. It's a time of being free. It's a time of opening up your arms and your palms to the universe, to the divine. You are supported and you are backed 100% of the way. Know that your spirit guides are also with you all the time, and you can always connect and commune with them and ask them to help you see through certain dynamics, be it relationship dynamics, business contracts, your next move. There's a period of celebration on the way that I want to take a look at. Give us one more card. What is this about for Taurus? What will you have them know about this celebration? Blessings. This literally, okay, I don't know if the camera caught that or not, but it literally went like this in the most gentle, sweet way. Usually cards will pop, bang, fly out. This literally fell right beneath me as I was shuffling. Very rare. I haven't seen that in the most sweet and gentle way. So I'm getting the most sweetest, gentle, loving types of blessings are on their way. I'm getting milk and honey as an example. Sweet blessings overpouring you. And I'm also hearing that Saturn has taught you how to fish for your own blessings. And what I'm getting from that message is you have the tools, you have a leg up because of what you've endured, and you know now what to do. You know how to attract the success, you know how to attract the love, you know how to say no to the wrong types of situations that leave you on the bad end of the stick, the losing end. It's time to win, I'm hearing. It's time to be supported. Blessings are going to start to pour into your life in more ways than one. And you deserve this, Taurus, more than any sign that I know. More than any signs that I know. I feel like these blessings are going to be placed upon your path exactly as they need to. See how this angel is just dropping down these flowers? So flowers are a sign of abundance. Flowers are a sign of something flourishing. Flowers are the symbolism of life itself. And I see that being a theme moving forward, as opposed to this theme of a lot of, Taurians had to go through a lot of death themes. And to some degree it was astrological. Over the last 10 years, you could have experienced many losses, many failures, many challenges, many exploitative relationship dynamics. That is all about to change now, Taurus. That is all about to change now, Taurus, for you. We got so much information so far, and we haven't even tuned into the tarot. But I'm guided to this deck here. Any more messages for Taurus? The mouse. Taurus, I feel like with this mouse energy, and I don't want to sound harsh, there's, both positive and shadow sides to the mouse. The mouse is actually a card that symbolizes growth, endurance, strength, tenacity. The shadow side that I'm picking up on is settling for less. Just consuming what's in front of you and available to you, Taurus. Just because maybe somebody offered you a gesture or love or a relationship, the mouse will consume it. This type of energy will consume it just because somebody else offered it to you. There's a period here where I feel like you are transcending just accepting any old offer into your life. This is a period of upping your value and knowing your value and not settling for any type of breadcrumbs. Not settling for any old thing that is thrown your way. Just because someone says they like you does not mean that there aren't more people out there that like you, or that you'll meet that will like you and want to build a relationship with you. You do not have to settle for the first person that walks by, who acknowledges you, who sees you. This is a time to stop breadcrumbing yourself as well. Playing it small at work or in your career or in your life overall. There needs to be a level up now, Taurus. You've been playing it small. Notice how the mouse is also small in stature. That's a symbol. Taurians, you're a bull. I'm a Taurus too. We are the bull. That's a big stature, a big weight that we carry energetically. And you've been trying to carry all that weight of the bull, the Taurus, in this tiny little mouse. I'm getting the image of you've been stifling your own energy. You've been stifling your own creative energy. You've been telling yourself no when really you should be saying yes. You've been saying yes to the wrong opportunities and people. You've been trying to fit in this small role when you are meant for something much larger. The mouse is also an energy that nitpicks. You could feel like you attract a lot of nitpicking people who try to tear you down. It's because people are intimidated by your stature, your energetic stature as the bull. We see this literally in bull ring fights, where there's a conquistador who wants to conquer the bull and kill it. Harsh stuff. Our karma is not easy as a Taurus. Everybody wants a piece of us. Be it our looks, our body, our time, our healing energy, our ability to nourish other people in one way, shape, or another. So we need to work on deciphering even the mouse energies around us who just want is all I hear coming from this. Give me this, give me that, give me this, give me that. People feel entitled. People feel entitled to you. We hear that a lot in readings of narcissists and all this, and it's overplayed and overheard. But Taurus, this is something different. This is energetic vampirism. It's painful to feel right now because I felt it so many times, and having to feel this energetically right now is not easy. And it's not easy for you Taurians going through this, and we all go through it with our intimate relationships. We all do. Whether we want to admit it or not. So we must maybe... I'm also hearing from the guides, learn to spot the traps, because another thing associated with mice are traps. The person that traps us into a relationship, the person that traps us into an uneven, unbalanced job position where we get abused and overworked, and we're the only ones having to take on the brunt of all the work and responsibilities of everybody and getting paid less for it. Or the trap of people that appear to be friends when they really aren't. They're just in it for something. Be it your money, your love, your open heart, your ability to listen and not judge. People just love that about Taurus. Your ability to listen and just not judge. Not many people can do that. So watch out for the traps in your life is a spirit message. Watch out for the traps. Watch out for the traps, Taurus. This is not fear-mongering. This is coming from love. This is coming from angelic guidance. With Saturn now, and I'm seeing this owl directly, the owl is more astute than the rat, and the owl, with its extraordinary vision, can spot the traps, can spot the mice, can spot the, no offense, bottom feeders. The bottom feeders. Oh, this is painful to say. This is painful to say. Because I know there's some cross-watchers out there, and this may not have anything to do with you, cross-watcher. But Taurians in general attract bottom feeders. Ooh. watch out for the trap of staying too small as well, and allowing yourself to stay small. Okay, Taurus, let's move on to the Tarot. Any more messages for Taurus? Oh wow, the Death card. You know, it wouldn't be a Taurus reading without this card, seeing how Scorpio is the polarity of you. We have the 8th house, Scorpio ruled house. What I'm seeing with this Death card is actually it's time to face the demons, our internal demons, and the external ones to us. It's time to announce them out loud. It's time to acknowledge them, and it's time to repel them moving forward is the strong message I'm getting right now. Some of us Taurians, we attract bullies as well. Stand in your power, Taurus. Use your voice. Your voice is your most beautiful God-given gift. It's your intonation, it's your sweetness. But still stand up for yourself. Stand up for yourself, Taurus, is the message I'm getting with this Death card. It goes beyond transformation. We already know Taurus has been going through transformation, like it or not. Let's keep going. Any more messages for Taurus? The Hanged Man. This is just confirmation of what we have here. Neptune and the 8th house. This is a period of spiritual awakening. It could be uncomfortable. It could be just intense, straight up intense what you're going through right now. It could feel like you are isolated in this, like you are the only Taurus going through this. Find comfort in the knowing that Taurians as a collective, and there's a lot of us out there, are going through this. And you know, the sad part is, too bad we couldn't meet in person and be friends in person, but know that there's a collective of Taurians going through this and growing through this. And I'm feeling a cocoon energy. And we don't really know what a caterpillar goes through when they grow their wings. We don't know if they feel. We don't know if it hurts. But the energy I'm getting is a cocoon. And the energy I'm getting is, Taurus, you are growing wings. We have the owl here. We have you transcending bottom feeding type of energy. Whether it's you, Taurus, bottom feeding because you haven't recognized your own worth, talents, gifts, or the bottom feeders of the energies that you attract in. I'm seeing your wings are growing, Taurus. Very profound message. Very profound message. You're growing wings. And they're energetic wings. And it could be very painful when you are transcending. It can be very painful when you are growing towards the light. People talk about light, love and light like it's easy, like it's not a challenge. With that said, you could be going through ascension symptoms, as my nose just got stuffed there. You could find yourself with a cold or pains and aches in the body. You could feel very tired, more than usual. You are ascending. You are growing wings. You are transforming from the core, from spirit. Your very own spirit is transcending. the energetic bottom feeding type of energy that has kept you small. And it hurts. I'm getting it hurts. But this won't be forever. This won't be forever, Taurus. Oh my goodness. This is who you are, the Hierophant. A regal figure in the community, in your family, in relations, in business. You command respect, or at least you should be. If you were not commanding respect, it's because you fell for a trap. You know, humans, weak humans like to set up traps for animals and bears and lions, and they want to feel big and strong. People set up traps for Taurus because they want to subdue us. I know this sounds painful and harsh, but it's the truth. They want us subdued. They want us bowing down instead of them, because they know that actually energetically and archetypally, and this sounds harsh, but others are meant to bow down to you, Taurus, because of your honor, your integrity, your loyalty. Taurus is such a unique sign. It's very difficult for people to read for Taurus because they don't truly grasp it. They only see the superficial stuff. There's a spiritual side to Taurus that I feel like you must either be a Taurus, be connected to a Taurus, know a Taurus to understand it. There's a spiritual side that is meant to command respect. And you must go forth commanding respect everywhere you go. And no, not from the ego way. This is not hurt people type of way, where you then become the bully or the person that sets up the traps for others. The Hierophant is a card of integrity. The Hierophant is a card of knowledge, wisdom, power, legacy, long-standing wisdom. Wisdom, you probably have access to wisdom that others don't. You probably have access to information, people, opportunities that others don't, or you should moving forward. You are meant to do great and wonderful things. And Taurus, another thing is, you've been isolated lately. Either rejected or pushing people away, one way or the other, and we get it. We get why you would want to push people away, since so many people have set up those traps for you, and you fell for it because of your kind nature, and you wouldn't dare do that to somebody else. You can't even conceive how another person could do that. Your naivete is what is actually so beautiful about you, and what your spirit guides want you to keep and hold on to, because it's people who have that integrity, who are sincere, who have this innocence about them, are meant to be in positions of power and lead and guide. And typically, people who are meant to be in positions of power don't want to. You've probably pushed this away. You've probably made a pledge to never want to be a community builder or make it big time somewhere, or even be recognized on a large scale. But it is because you don't want all of that, because you've pushed it away, because you've self-sabotaged so others could win and you fell behind. It's because of all that you are actually meant for this, because you are sincere, because you are true, because you're not doing it for the same reasons that others are doing it. which is for greed, which is for that vampiric energy, blood-sucking type of energy, be it people's time, money. People do it for fame. Taurus never does it for any of that. If anything, Taurus rather be behind the scenes. Taurus rather not even be known. Like, don't even know my name. Taurians don't want all that. Taurians know that heavy is the head who wears the crown. Taurians know it's a big responsibility, and that's why, and they're not afraid of the responsibility and the burden. We already touched upon that, how much you take on of other people's, but Taurians never want the recognition. But that's precisely why you are meant for this, and you know what this means in your life. Any more messages for Taurus? I want to acknowledge and thank our spirit guides, mine and yours, for delivering such a poignant message here. Any more messages for our beautiful Taurians here? The art of life. There's no sacred light in the aura of an invisible life. Be bold in your skin. Let your love dance in sight. Oh my God, I got chills. I just went on and on about how Taurians prefer to stay out of the limelight, will literally sabotage their own success, their own popularity, so others around them could win. But Taurus, no, honey. You are the one who wears the star. You have the mark of a leader. The star is a mark of a leader, a true leader. Others forged this upon themselves. You were born with this. You are meant to live your light in public. You are meant to live your joy in public. You are meant to live your abundance in public. You are meant to be bold. You are meant to wear your skin proudly. You are meant to wear your name proudly. You are meant to use your talents and gifts proudly. You are meant to succeed proudly. You are meant to love proudly. You are meant to be loved proudly. There's no sacred light in the aura of an invisible life. Be bold in your skin. Let your love dance in sight. You are not a bottom feeder, Taurus. You are meant. You have an angelic presence. You are meant to be a guiding light for others. You have purpose and talent and skill. And it is meant to be shown to the world. And this is what your spirit guides, our spirit guides, are offering to us right now. So whenever this reading finds you, no matter the year, the month, the season, I hope you don't take this message lightly. I hope you go forth and you live your brilliance and your truth, and you come to the light and you allow yourself to be all you can be. And you rise above and you grow your wings and you fly, Taurus. This is what I have for you. I will see you in the next one. Take care.